Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Transformers Reviews. And guys, I do have to ask, have we time traveled back to 2017? Because I never expected to see another Titans Return figure on my table. Not even to mention the fact that it's masquerading as a legacy figure. However, one of the funny things about his box is that they say this is the Diaclone universe version of Twin Twist. So, okay, I'm down with that. I do like the colors a lot more, but we will come back to that. Before we look at this fabulous figure, one of the things that he did come with was the handle of the Wrecker's Hammer, which each and every one of its components are being released with every one of the Wrecker's figures. However, I did mention that we would be coming back to the colors, and I gotta say that just the way it's rocking this Diaclone color scheme is funny because it feels like a sci-fi vehicle, this being driven by a little sci-fi man. And everything from the red canopy to this, it's very toyetic, and I really like it. It's charming in a weird sort of way because I never had the Titans version of Twin Twist, so this is my first go, and I gotta say that I'm kind of enjoying it, to be honest. However, this is where the comparisons get real. Because, as everybody knows, it's essentially the same figure, just remolded to make a drill tank, and one remolded to make a kind of overpowered jet, as you can see with Topspin here. They share a similar aesthetic, so really, what do you think? Now, the one thing that I was shocked, again, because I didn't have this figure, is I thought that the drills would spin, a la Transmetal Scavenger. Yet when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, they're solidly molded in there. How slightly disappointing. For it, fine, you know, whatever. We don't actually have to have a spinning gimmick, although you would think it would make sense. If we were going to compare him with Topspin, do you think we would just stop there? Of course, we're going to have to show him off to the rest of the Wreckers. I mean, that's what that whole set on Amazon he's being released with is about. So, albeit minus Roadbuster and Whirl, however, I think with Bulkhead and Wheeljack kind of being the prime bent on this crew, it's acceptable. Because let's face it, like the Avengers' continually rotating roster, the Wreckers kind of have the same thing. So we have to show off his Headmaster, which is either known as Flameout or Spoil. Which, you know, to be honest, Flameout or Spoil, whatever you want to call him, he actually has a lot of detail that we didn't find all too common on some Titan Masters, because I remember there were some of those guys that just had solid colored heads and they were very sparse on the paint apps. So at least he's a head above the competition. With that being said though, how does our boy stack up in robot mode? So I'm going to say it, in these Diaclone colors, I like him a heck of a lot better than I did his standard release. It just adds a lot more gravitas to just how awesome this mold actually is altogether. Which, you know, another thing that does kind of pop is the blue eyes that this guy has. That's very nice. Well, of course, he is rocking that blue Wrecker symbol, which if I'm not mistaken, I think first appeared in the 2003 Wreckers with the Beast Machines era timeline Wreckers. He rocks it really well. I like that. So overall, I think the design and everything, I like how much of a difference it does provide from Topspin. Which, speaking of, here is his bro. I kind of hope that they do a release of him in his Diaclone colors, because if it's making this guy look awesome, how much more amazing would he look with the darker colors? However, with that being said, let's see how the whole Wreckin' family looks. Now for me, I think that looks pretty cool. However, there are some that would prefer to have ones like Roadbuster and Whirl among the group here, which I did put this off purposely till the end of the video, because you know how they love to tease things on their boxes. And one of the things that they did tease up here in the corner is what looks like Whirl. You know, they teased Inferno and we know he's coming. So I think we can probably definitely look forward to a updated version of Whirl, unless they go the surprising route and do like they did with, Twin Twist over here and just release like the 2013 version. Regardless of however that turns out, guys, I want to see how these particular guys right here look when they are doing what they do best. So we can see our boy Twin Twist is facing off against Snapdragon, while his allies are taking on Decepticons of various size, and they're all looking pretty fabulous at it. However, I do like how Twin Twist seems to just fit in super well with the group, or even independently by himself. The fact that I kind of like this mold better as a tank than I do as his twin, Topspin, being a jet. It's kind of a weird thing. I think it lends itself more to a vehicle mode rather than an aerial vehicle mode. So guys, I hope you enjoyed our look at Twin Twist from the Legacy Wreck and Roll collection. And until next time, we'll see you in another review.